Hello everyone, my name is Vinay Ayyappan and this is Elizabeth Gonzalez and we represent the Penn Medicine Rare Disease Interest Group. We're both so happy to be presenting before you all on the role of medical students in driving the future of rare disease care. Neither Ellie nor I have any disclosures to make. If all of the people in the world with a rare disease were to form a country, it would be the world's third most populous country. There are 30 million people living with rare diseases in the United States, and an additional 30 million in the EU. The point being here that despite individual rare diseases being rare, rare is everywhere, and therefore as medical students, we should be equipped to treat patients who are living with rare diseases. By the numbers, there are 7,000 rare diseases that have been identified thus far, not including the many more that have yet to be characterized. 50% of patients living with rare diseases are children, and patients of rare disease account for 3 to 10% of all hospitalizations. Despite all of this, 95% of the rare diseases that are known don't have any FDA-approved treatments, and when patients present with rare diseases, it takes on average about 6 to 8 years for them to even be diagnosed. We find this unacceptable. And we believe that as medical students, part of the problem lies in the way that we're trained. Too often we're told that common things are common, or that when we hear hoof beats, we should think horses. But it is our motto that when we hear hoof beats, sometimes it is in fact the zebras. We conducted a survey of our first-year medical class, and 33% of our students believe that we are poorly equipped in our preclinical curricula to address rare diseases. And so we believe that this needs to change. We are a group of medical students that has formed an organization that is dedicated to raising awareness about rare diseases within and beyond the Penn Medicine universe. I am Vinay Ayyappan, and I'm a second-year MD Ph.D. student. And the way I got into rare diseases was when I was a junior in high school, I lost a very close friend to a glioblastoma. I knew coming into medical school that working in pediatrics and working in oncology was something that was very much at the top of my radar, but I didn't really know how that was going to manifest. And so you can imagine my excitement when last year I got an email in mid-November from Dr. Denise Adams at CHOP looking for interest in forming a pediatric rare diseases interest group. I jumped at the opportunity, and since then it's really grown, and I'm so proud to be standing before you all with where our group is today.
So, hi everyone, I'm Ellie Gonzalez, and like Vinay, I am a second-year MD PhD student at Penn, and I received that same email in the middle of November and shared the same excitement as Vinay to bring a rare disease interest group to our school. I first started my interest in medicine actually through rare disease. I was volunteering at a hospital and shadowing at the same time a pediatric geneticist, and one of my co-volunteers happened to be one of her very patients who was on a clinical trial for his rare disease. His entire life he heard that there were no treatments and very little options to stop the progression of his disease. At the age of 18, when he started this clinical trial, he walked for the first time, and I saw firsthand the impact that research could have on a patient's life with a rare disease. And I decided that I wanted to be part of those efforts at filling therapeutic gaps for patients with rare diseases. And so for me, bringing patient-centered care and research and education to medical students was something that really drove my passion in the first year of medical school. And I'm really excited to be sharing with you some of the goals and projects that our group has been involved in since last November. So our main goal is to broadly raise awareness of rare diseases at the Perelman School of Medicine. We want to create a community for rare disease advocacy among medical students on campus. We want students to have the opportunity to also tap into existing resources at Penn focused on rare disease, like the Orphan Disease Center and the many physicians and researchers on campus that devote their lives to rare disease work. We also want to help better prepare Perelman School of Medicine students to treat both adult and pediatric patients with rare disease. So our main project has been focused on developing a rare disease preclinical curriculum when we kicked off our group last spring, we started a pilot series of seminars that came from both researchers, physicians, and patients with rare diseases. And these were relevant to our current curriculum blocks, including hematology oncology, GI, brain and behavior. And we decided to make this a formal elective starting this fall, where students could receive transcript credit for their work in attending our seminars. We are also developing a database of physicians and researchers working on rare disease through the Penn Orphan Disease Center, and the idea behind this being that receiving a diagnosis of a rare disease where there are many unanswered questions can be a daunting process, and so having access to physicians and researchers that want to connect with patients can better facilitate relationships among them. We are also working on translating rare disease information resources to many different languages as part of a goal of increasing accessibility to information on rare disease. And finally, we are working on social media-based rare disease outreach through platforms like Instagram, where we post pictorial infographics on different rare diseases that are also occurring alongside relevant curriculum blocks at our school.
Through all of this, we've gained so much of an appreciation for just how close-knit the rare community is, and we've gotten so excited about all of the crazy interesting science, intersectional opportunities, and the work has just been so rewarding. And so we both just wanted to thank everybody for your time, and it's truly our goal to make medicine a much better institution towards people with rare disease. So thank you once again.
Thank you.